As I was reflecting on today's readings, I found myself thinking about some of my favorite people in Scripture. Not because they were perfect, actually, quite the opposite. David was called a man after God's own heart, and yet David committed adultery and arranged a murder. Peter became the leader of the early church, but Peter was constantly putting his foot in his mouth, and he even denied Jesus 3 times. Elijah stood on Mount Carmel and called down fire from heaven. Then shortly afterward, he became so discouraged that he sat under a broom tree and told God he was ready to die. And somehow, God still used every one of them. I think that's encouraging because sometimes we can get the idea that God only uses people who have it all together, people who never struggle, people who never fail, people who never get tired, discouraged, confused, or afraid. But when I look at Scripture, that's not what I see at all. What I see is a God who works through ordinary people, flawed people, dusty people, people like David, people like Peter, people like Elijah, and people like us. One of my favorite verses says that God remembers that we are dust. He knows our weaknesses. He knows our limitations. He knows every mistake we've ever made. And yet, He still calls us. He loves us. He still has work for us to do. The saints teach us the same lesson. They weren't people who never fail. They were people who kept getting back up. They kept turning back to God. They kept trusting His mercy. Maybe that's what God is asking of us today. Not perfection, not greatness, not some heroic achievement, just faithfulness, just the willingness to keep saying yes, to keep coming back when we fail, to keep trusting when we're tired, to keep following when we don't have all the answers. Because the God who works through David, Peter, and Elijah, and even Saint Therese after her indiscretion in front of the Pope, He's the same God who is working in our lives today. And if He could do amazing things through them, perhaps He can do something beautiful through us as well. God bless you. Go let Him do something beautiful through you.